Hi, I'm Kristen Stiles. I'm your independent consultant with That's Born Books and More, and I have a few more books to show you and new releases. These are for your older readers. We're going to start with our 6+ set, but this is the Usborne Big Picture book of general knowledge. It is full of facts on all kinds of things. So if you have a child who asks why a lot, or they want to just know things, this is a great book for them to know. I know I have an 8-year-old nephew who's just interested in all kinds of trivia, so this would probably be a fantastic book for him. It's just little short pieces of information all throughout the book, so you don't get overwhelmed with big blobs of text. There tend to be, natural wonders, sports, so they're all organized by topic and all kinds of different things. But great pictures, little blobs of text instead of big slabs that make it easier to get through, especially for your more reluctant readers. They get intimidated with the big slabs of text that are in some of the nonfiction books, so it's a lot of fun. I have 2 new novel series that just came out. First, we're going to talk about Excellent and Beast. That's for your 8 to 11-year-olds. It's partially illustrated. I mean, it doesn't have a ton of illustrations. It has some, but it's a lot of fun. It's about a boy who has a robot who lives in his basement, and they go off and they have adventures together. I got one of these when I went to my convention, and I read the whole thing on the ride home on the airplane. It kept me very engaged, even though it was a younger book. I mean, I like young adult books, but it kept me fully engaged. I thought it was interesting. I thought it was fun. Kids who like gaming, kids who like robots and technology would pretty much love this book, I think. So this is the first one in the series of 4, the Grab 'em Getaway. But I don't think it's super important that you read them in order necessarily, but there are 4 in this series. The next one, 9 to 14, is the age range suggested. The Mapmaker Chronicles. The first one is Race to the End of the World. I just read these in like three days. I sucked them up like so fast, mainly because they kept me that interested. I, again, love young adult fiction. No illustrations in this. I'll tell you, it's just a smidge slow at the very beginning, but it just sets the world. And then once they get on the ship, because they're going to make a map of the world, things go very fast, and it's very hard to put down. So, any kid who likes adventure stories, I can imagine a Harry Potter lover, or Hunger Games, maybe. Hunger Games tends to be a little darker than what I would expect. Great series, but maybe for this age group might not have read it. But if they've enjoyed Harry Potter or books similar in that, or adventure type stories, they would really enjoy Mapmaker Chronicles. Let's see. Next, I have a couple of activity books. This one's My Beautiful Room. I call it HGTV for kids. This is for 9+, but basically it teaches you the foundations of room design, and you can learn to design your own room, and they have projects so that you can start doing that, and floor plans so you can fill them in. So all kinds of things to learn how to design a room, and elements of good design, color, all kinds of fun things for somebody who's interested in designing rooms in particular. But, it's a great background for kids who have an artistic streak, who just enjoy moving their furniture around in their room just to see what it's like. Maybe they can do it on paper, not keep doing it in their room, but if you want to encourage that, this would be a great book for that. Again, HGTV for kids. I think it's just a fantastic book. Probably something I need to do too, because I'm not a very good designer. quotes from Shakespeare. So what these are, this is an activity book. This is pretty much for anybody. Possibly the adults would like this best. But it's a coloring book. It has all these quotes from Shakespeare that you can color. And on the back of each one, it tells you a little bit about the passage it came from and what was going on in the play. So lots of fun things, and you can take them out. They're perforated, so you can take them out. Obviously, there's nothing on the back, so you just color one side. But you can frame them, you can put them on your wall. If you have a kid that's into Shakespeare or poetry, they might really enjoy this. And there's also a Proverbs one that came out. And if you look on the back, there's some examples of how you can color it if you need some inspiration. But that is all I have for today. So thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoy reading some new books. Thanks. Bye.